Hello Luminess Beauties, and welcome to the live chat, our Friday live chat. I'm Heather, I'm Director of Education here at Luminess Air, and guys, this live chat is for you, and it is a chat, so I do want to hear from you. But what we're going to do, if you've been here before, you know that we go over everything about airbrushing, from your starter kit to how to apply it, and I try to throw in little tips and tricks to help you just get better and better with airbrushing. Now, a couple of things that we do in the beginning. First, I want to hear where you're from. I want to know if you're a newbie. I want to know if you've been here. We have the Susans that are here. We have the, there's one Connecticut, one Denver. We have people that are come back every single week, and I love that. That's so encouraging. I love that you come back and learn. Darcy, I believe, is watching too. So we love that you come back and you're learning and you're wanting to see something new and what products we have coming out, because we always come out with new products. And now we're coming out with skincare. And so we touched on that last week. And so I'm going to bring another, my Heather's Pick is another skincare item. So we're going to go over that as well. But first, every week we give away a $100 gift card and 3 $25 gift cards. Now, if you're on Facebook, you just share the information, share this video, and that automatically enters you into the drawing. And then if you're on our website, just enter your information below, and that will automatically enter, or that will enter you into the drawing as well. What else? And if you won last week, you can win again this week. You don't want to forget that. Now, Luminous Beauties, we know that you're walking around looking so good, looking 10 years younger, and we know that your friends are like, okay, what just happened? What's going on here? What's this? We know that you're talking about Luminess Air. So we set up a referral program. So if you refer friends, and anybody you refer, they're going to get a 25% discount, and then you're going to get a $50 credit if they spend $50 or more. So basically free money for referring your friends. Of course, you want your friends to be gorgeous as well and look 10 years younger. Or I don't know, maybe you don't. Maybe you want to be the only one that looks flawless. But it's just a great program, because you know how easy it is to spend money, $50 on Luminess, because you want to buy everything. But then they're getting that discount, and then you're getting that money. So it's luminessair.com/referral. And I'm going to start this because I'm a little hot. /referral, and that will set you up for the referral program. Now, like I said before, this is a chat, so I want to hear from you guys when we're going through all this. I mean, even if it's, hi Heather, I love getting those too. Anything and everything. But during the week, if you're like, oh man, I should have asked her this, or I wonder what she thinks about this on my eyes, or whatever, you can email me at heatherlive@luminessair.com, and I'll email you back. So I also go, after this, I will go through all of the discussion on Facebook and answer any questions that you have. So you can just say, hello, Heather, and I'm going to say hello back. Kathy from Ohio. Hello, Kathy. Kathy, is this your first time? I'm wondering if it's your first time. I haven't seen that spelling, so I'm thinking it is. But welcome to all our newbies. I love the new people, because we have people on here that are thinking about getting a system, or they have a system and they haven't even opened it yet. They're like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. I saw the infomercial and it looks so amazing. I do want to look younger and I do want to have flawless makeup, but I don't know if I can do it. You can do it. If you can hold a pen and press the button, you can do it. So without a doubt, you can do it. Now I will tell you, hello, Pam. I will tell you that, you know what, when you first start, you're not going to be an expert. There, I said it. But it's okay. You weren't an expert the very first time you were driving. So, and if my mom is watching, they can attest to that because of all my accidents that I was in. But you're not going to be an expert the very first time. You want to keep practicing and keep practicing. But after the third or fourth time, you're going to be an expert. There's times, like I've been airbrushing for a little bit. There are still times that I'm like, oh, okay, this is what happens. Or I'm in a rush and I'm like, and I'm like, oh, I did that again. I make mistakes. But guys, this is a permanent makeup. You can wash it off if you need to. But airbrush makeup is so forgiving that most of the times you don't even need to wash it off. You can just fix the problem right there and then keep going. So that's what I love about the airbrush makeup, is that it is very forgiving. All right, so I want to get started. I'm gonna start taking off my makeup. And if you haven't been here, you know that I sing randomly. That's just an added bonus. All right, so my face is done. And my friend who's helping me back here, she's like, how frustrating is it that you do your makeup and then you take it off and then you do it again? But with the airbrush makeup, it's so easy, I don't mind it. All right, wipe that up. Now, you also know about our new wipes. These are eraser cloths, and they're amazeballs. They're so amazing. It takes off. I have the lip stain, which I'm not going to take off, but if I just wiped, it will take the lip stains off. If you've used our lip stains, you know that they last 3 to 7 days. No, I'm just kidding. They do last a while, like definitely, I mean, I would say even 2 days. They do last if you don't take, if you don't take it off. But this eraser cloth will take it off. Now, I can't use my other hand because I'm hiding something. It's a secret, which we're about to talk about as soon as I take off my makeup. All right, so took off my eyeshadow. I left that right there. I left my brows and my lips. Actually, I hit my lips a little bit. All right, so now face is clean. And you can see that I have a little bit of redness here, so I'm gonna cover that. That's awesome about airbrush makeup. Airbrush makeup works with your skin. With traditional makeup, we're having to cover every inch of our face and rub it in and pull and use dirty brushes and sponges. With airbrush makeup, it is touchless, so it's going to be perfect for any skin type. Now, before we even get started on the makeup, this is our canvas, and we want to keep up with our canvas, right? We want to make sure that we clean it. We want to make sure that we moisturize it. We want to make sure that we do things to help it. Our airbrush machine our makeup is going to cover what we need to cover. Maybe some sunspots. I have rosacea. That's going to cover what we need to cover, but we still want to treat when it's a blank canvas, okay? So last time we talked about the snapback serum and the device, which was amazing. And look at this packaging. I just love this. Let me do this. I don't want to show my hand yet. This is our rose gold mask, and I love this thing. So this is the box that it comes in, and then this is the rose gold mask with a little brush to put it on. Now, what's very cool, and I'm going to put some on my face just to show you. I don't know if you can see this. No, it'll spill. The rose gold, so it comes with your little brush. This one, it smells so good. I get so excited about this one. But you just basically paint it on. Okay? So, oh, by the way, I burnt myself with a curling iron here with my new hairstyle, so we're going to cover that too. So you're going to paint that on all over your face, and you want to avoid any hair, okay? So like avoid your eye area here, and then don't go all the way into your hairline, because this is a peel off mask, okay? Which is awesome. But what the rose gold mask is going to do, one, it'll help mattify your skin. It'll also get the nutrients and the moisture back into your skin. Now the fact it's a peel off mask, which is so cool. Now the great thing about this is that you see results instantly. So the moment you do it, after you peel it off, and I think it usually dries in about 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes. I usually go do work around the house or do whatever, and then it'll dry. And then, so that's what I had on my hand. Isn't that pretty? I love it. And then you can start the peel, and it'll come off in one swoop. Bam! Look at that. Can you imagine if this was a whole face? That would be hilarious. So it will come off in one, just start peeling it off, and it just whoosh, and you will see the results instantly. You do not have to wait for 10 to 12 weeks or 2 weeks. You will see it instantly. And so you want to do that probably 1 or 2 times a week whenever you have time. I mean, honestly, it doesn't take any time. You can still do stuff around the house while you're getting your face did. All right, So now let's get started. I know everybody's gonna be excited about that rose gold mask because it is exciting. All right, so now I'm gonna start with our moisturizer primer. And I'm gonna put about 4 or 5 drops in. Now, if you have oily skin, you might wanna put less of the moisturizer primer, okay? Now, as soon as I push the button, I'm holding my stylus, there's air that's coming out. Can you see it? It's not a bunch of air. It's not like all over. You're not gonna like have your hair blowing in the wind. It's a very light kiss of air. So it doesn't like get freaky when it gets around your eyes or anything. It just feels really good. So wherever you feel that air is where the product is going. So right now I have the moisturizer primer in. This is colorless. So I don't care where I put it, like, because it's not gonna do anything, or it's not gonna have any color. So this is great. You're gonna put this on beforehand because it's gonna help plump any wrinkles, any crow's feet, things like that. And it's creating the layer to adhere to the makeup, basically. It's gonna help your makeup stay on longer. So I wanna make sure that my little curling iron burn that I did there, I'm gonna get around my crow's feet, my 11, those of you who know about the 11s. Y'all have any questions? Talk to me. I want to hear from you. Talk to me. All right. So is that all? Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. I'll blow the rest of that. And guys, that's how you're using so much less makeup. You're using about 10 times less makeup than traditional makeup. Again, with traditional makeup, you're having to put it all over your face, rub it in. You're probably using a sponge that's not clean, a brush that's not clean. If you have acne prone skin, sensitive skin, all that's gonna do is irritate your skin. And you're having to put the same amount of makeup on your forehead as you do here, and I might not need as much makeup on my forehead. So with airbrush makeup, you're only covering the areas that you need to cover and then blending out the rest. So that's why you can look flawless and it's not gonna go anywhere. Airbrush makeup lasts 17 to 18 hours. So voila. Now today I'm actually gonna use Mystic. And Mystic is our higher pigmented foundation. This is where you're gonna get more coverage. Now if I wanted to, and I should have brought that one, we have a couple of Fridays ago, I showed you our color correctors. And so if I could go in and do that with the color corrector or with eraser to cover my redness first. Now if you do that first, you don't want to cover it 100% because when you start with the foundation, that's going to finish the coverage. How do I order the mask? Mary, go to luminousAir.com and you'll see a tab for skincare and you can click on, but Mary, watch it till the very end of this because I'm going to give you a promo code and you can use it for a discount on the mask too. All right, because it's awesome. All right, so now I have my Mystic in here. Mystic is our full coverage foundation. It's going to give you the most coverage of any foundations that we have. So I'm not going to do my like concealer or anything because this is going to cover everything I need. And I'm guessing that's Angel. Okay. How do I keep my stylus clean? Great question. I'm going to start going real quick. Hold on one second, Angel. I'm going to tell you. Look, I'm hitting the problem areas. Okay, can you see my, oh yeah, you can. See my little friend here? Watch this. Look at it, he's gonna disappear. It's not kind of hard to get on the side of your face. But I can cover it just a little bit, keep making my passes. But I keep making passes until I get the coverage that I want. Now also notice, I have red lips on. It's not on my lips. It's only going where I point it. Okay, Angel, how you clean it, what I do at the very end is I run water through my stylus. We also have a product called Tip Top that you can also get, and I do that every so often too. You don't have to do it every time, but normally, you know, you're doing makeup at your bathroom, so I just turn on the hot water and then I run hot water through it. That is something that you want to do every single time that you use it. Now, you'll notice when I'm doing this that you do not have, I don't rinse it out every single time I'm doing a new product. I just blow all the product that's in there. If I'm changing it, add a couple of what the next product is and then keep going. I don't 100%, wash it out. but because you can just keep going. I'm really fair. Do you have for all skin tones? Yes, Jennifer, we sure do. We have here, this is our lightest. This is shade 1. So if you're transparent, you can use this one. I'm just kidding. If you're super light, we have a 1. Now chances are if you're super fair, you might be a 2, but you can also add a 1 in it. That's the other great thing, is we have 1 through 12 shades of foundation. And I have some right here that I'm gonna grab. Okay, what is this one? Okay, this is a 12, and I'm just gonna show you, let me shake it up so you can see. That's pretty dark here. So we do have colors for, foundation colors for every skin tone. And you can also mix and match. When you're getting your starter kit, you're getting a range of colors. So in your starter kit, you might get 4 bottles of foundation. And then when you get that home, you might be like, why do I need 4 bottles of foundation? I'm gonna add a little bit of 3 in here. And so what happens is when you're ordering that color range, one of those bottles is going to be your exact match, or a mixture of 2. So we really do give you everything that you need. So if you're, you can put a drop on your finger. I match everybody to their chest. You can put a drop on the finger, rub it in your chest, whichever one blends in, then that's your shade. Now, what I just did, Mystic, because it's a higher pigment load, it comes out a little darker. So I used 2, and if you watched this before, I'm between a 2 and a 3. So I just added 2. But I was looking in the mirror, and I was looking to pink, because the even numbers are pink undertones. So I'm like, okay, I'm looking to pink. I'm going to add the yellow undertone, the olive undertone, and I kept going. So you do not have to start over. You just keep going. And you can adjust it. Because we're not covering every inch of our face, you do have that time to adjust and make the corrections and get that perfect match without having to start over. Okay, so I think that's good. Make sure you blend it down your neck. That's my biggest pet peeve, is to see that demarcation line. We don't want to see that. This guy blends everything for you. People will be like, how are you blending that so well? And you're like, well, I'm an expert, so there's that. But yeah, this guy really is, the stylist really will just blend for you. So you shouldn't have any of those harsh lines at all. All right, so I have my foundation on. Now I'm going, what do I want to do next? Let's do a highlighter. All right, so now I'm gonna go in, and this is the glow. This is all, hi Gina, how are you? Okay, I'm only gonna do about 2 or 3 drops. And guys, when I first started, Gina, where are you from? I can't remember. When I first started, I was like, oh, I need lots of drops. And I wasted so much product. When I say you're using 10 times less makeup, you really are. So you don't, just start out with less, even though you might be like, no, and then add more if you need to. Now, when you first start out doing your foundation, you might use 15, 20. One of the girls I work with, she used 30. So you might use a lot, but once you keep doing it, again, if you do it those 7 days in a row, you're going to be an expert, and you'll see that you're using less and less. Hey, Deshanta, how are you? You were here last week. I'm glad you're back. Awesome. Deshanta, where are you from? I love knowing where people are from. I just love knowing where everybody's watching. Okay, so I just did my brow highlight here. I'm going down my nose, but I'm actually going to use another product for a highlighter just to show you, but I want to go ahead and get that on my eyes. And again, I'm having to blow some product out because I put too much in there. All right, so now I'm going to do a natural blush. I was going to do love, but I might do something else. Okay, this is a natural blush. I'm going to do about 1, 2. With the natural blush, I'm putting 3 drops because I'm from Kansas. All right. I'm going to use it on my eyes because I'm using it as eyeshadow. So that is a big thing. So just because this says blush, doesn't mean I have to use it for blush. Because this says foundation, doesn't mean you have to use it for foundation. I could use this as an eyeshadow. So, you know, if you line up your product and you're like, I want that on my cheeks, I want that on my eyes, do it. Our products can be used everywhere. So have fun with it. You know, experiment with it, play with it. When I think I told you guys this before, but when I first learned to airbrush, I was like filling my lips in. I was doing all kinds of things because that's how we learn. The more you have this guy in your hand, the more you're going to learn. Even if you put water in here and just start spraying your face and see what happens, you will still get to learn about airbrushing, okay? So now with our blush, if you're using it for blush, please only use 2 drops. This is a friendly reminder that our blush is super high pigmented, okay? So meaning it's going to intensify once it dries, and it dries very quickly, but just know you don't want to do it until you get that perfect blush, because in a few minutes or seconds, you're gonna look crazy, and we don't want that, okay? But even if you did, even if you muted me at that point and you didn't hear to use only 2 drops, all you have to do is go back over with your foundation, and it will help blend it out, which I think is awesome. And see, I love this natural blush because it's natural looking. So if I didn't want something too pink, you know, I have like super bright lips on, so I kind of want the rest of my makeup to be maybe a little neutral and not too ba-ba-ba-boom. So you can just see my lips. Alright. And award show is the lip stain I have on, by the way. It's amazing. Alright, so I did the brow highlight, and does it wash off like regular makeup? I'm saying the question as she's typing. Does it wash off like, so the foundation, you know, Deshanta, it does stay on 17 to 18 hours, is non-transferable, meaning if you hug somebody, it's not going to wipe off. And you'll notice that you might have to wash your face with maybe a couple of times, okay? It will come off because it is water-based, and my timer went off because I was talking. It comes off, you know, because it's water-based, but you will see that maybe you have to just wash it a couple of times. All right, so now I have my cheeks done. Now we do have the blush that comes in your starter kit. It will change depending on what kit you got. We do have the bronzer, which is one of, oh, hi Dal. Does the makeup expire? If it is sealed, you're good for about 2 to 3 years. If it's not, you want to keep it for about a year. Now these products will last a while because of how, you know, you're not letting there's no air getting in there really. So you want to make sure if you're not using the product, just keep it wrapped. And then if you're going to use it, just play with it, have it, but keep your lid on it, okay? Now, I will say this real quick. When you're capping your bottles, just do it till it stops. You don't want to, because that's going to cause problems right here. So just do it till it stops. Don't do it really tight, okay? That's just a little helpful note, because you don't want to mess up this guy here, because then your bottle will leak. So do it till it stops, and then you're done. I'm actually going to use, I feel like I'm real shimmery, but I'm going to use it anyway. We have 2, there's like our Love, which I love. This is a really hydrating illuminator. It's beautiful on darker skin tone, and it's beautiful on lighter skin tone, except it's not going to show up as much. So just be careful when you're applying it and not to go overboard. But the Love is beautiful in foundation, in the lighter foundations. If you're darker skin tone, try this on your eyes or your cheeks. It is amazing. And then this is our Rose Gold Luminizers. Luminizer. Yeah, that's gonna be stuck in your head all day. And I'm gonna do about 2 drops of the Luminizer, and then turn on my magic wand, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of highlighting here. I'm probably gonna look like a disco ball. Might have to do some contouring. I'm gonna do some on my eyes too. But this is just fun. It's great for a night out. Just that extra little, it kind of will give you that, is it dewy or is it shiny? So it's not like glitter where it's just gonna be like bam. it's just a really nice shine where it'll just pop a little bit. I mean, now if you go overboard, of course, it's going to be like runway lights, but you just a little drop will do ya. And that, and we have different colors in that. We have a gold, pearl, diamond, what am I forgetting? Rose, what am I forgetting? Copper-ish something, I forgot the name of it. All right, so now my makeup's done pretty much. So if I could go out like this, that would be fine. I have my, my foundation on, my blush, all of that. And then if I wanted to, if you weren't like, I always tell you guys to take baby steps. So if you get the foundation down, get the blush down, use the glow, just keep pushing yourself. If you see the eye, like start with the brow highlighter, you'll come in a little closer to do your eyes, do the lid. And then if you're like, I can't do that crease, use regular, can you see this? Eyeshadow. This is our Nude and Naughty palette, and just use regular eyeshadow. I'll use this guy here. And so if I want to do a little pop in my crease here, I can do that. But what's great about it is you have that base that's going to stay on for so long. If you have eyelids, like people have, and this is true, people have eyelids that sweat. If that's the case, or if you're like, my makeup never stays on, or it slides off, or it creases, this will not crease. It's going to stay on exactly where you put it, and it'll stay on until you take it off. It's not going anywhere. Kristen, this is the best makeup ever. I love that. I love hearing that people love this as much as I do. I obviously get really excited talking about this makeup because it is life-changing. Once you get it down, I don't want people to be intimidated by it because, and Kristen, you can attest, you maybe weren't an expert the very first time you used it, but once you get it down and once you're doing it, it really is amazing. I'm gonna put some a little under my eyes. And there's so much that you can do with it, but you can mix regular makeup with it as far as like, get the foundation down. If you're not even to the blush yet, do regular blush. But keep taking those baby steps. That's the only way you're going to learn, is to get it in your hand. Practice. You can even, when people find out that you have an airbrush system, they're going to come over and they want to be airbrushed. Practice on other people, because when you're doing someone else's makeup, you'll learn even more on what it's going to do for you. So practice on other people. You can, just have fun with it. Don't get so like, oh my gosh, I have to do it perfect the very first time. No, it's okay. Worst case scenario, if you're like a shade 2 and you put on a shade 10 for some reason, wash it off. It's not permanent. It's okay. So just to review, I hope everyone had fun. I'm actually going to end maybe on time for once. So just to review, if you have any questions, please, throughout the week, email me at heatherlive@luminousair.com and enter in if we do the drawing for the $100 gift card and 3 $25 gift cards. Share the video if you're on Facebook. If you're on our website, enter your information below. And am I forgetting anything else? I think that's all. Oh, promo code. So this is the most important thing, because you can get it for the Rose, our skincare. I'm so excited about this. So the promo code is Heather Rose. Get it? Rose gold, Heather Rose. So Heather Rose is the promo code that's going to give you 25% off, and so you don't want to miss that as well. That's very important. All right, guys, I hope you had fun. Please still comment. I'm going to go to Facebook and I'm going to check out all the comments and answer any questions. But if you do have any questions, email me back. And if not, we'll see you next Friday.